Okay. Hello there. Welcome to Hot Dogs, Horseshoes and Hand Grenades. I'm Snowbiwan-Kenobi and welcome to the Early Access Update 102. Right, I don't really have a plan for today, so I think I am going to head to the shooting range, and I think we're going to have a little bit of a gun range day. Oh, obviously I might as well showcase some of the new guns in this update. Today we have the Nano Uzi, pretty standard. We're going to knock this up to 15 meters. Okay, semi-auto, put the sheet on, you need the sheet, there we go. Jesus Christ. Cool. Doesn't fit any other ammo. This is the Beretta M92. Yeah, the M9A1. Ah, 10 points. Right, let's restart the sheet. Boom. Alright, let's go for the next one. This is hilarious. This isn't your typical kid's toy. Yeah, not the most accurate. That's cool. Right. Oh, close. Right, this thing. Jesus Christ. This is a 20mm rifle. This is the USPSA Special. And it's got a joke sight on it, which I hope never ever to get in a Ricky Dicky random spawn. Because this sight is just literally a Nerf sight. Bam. It's cool. Yeah, I'm never getting that one. Alright, let's clear the guns, clear the magazines, clear all the empty mags. Right. Now we've done that. I feel like that we should go for... I do not know. Right. Right. I think we're going to go through the weapons of the German Empire and the German Reich. Because, you know, German engineering. So the first gun we're going to start, we're going to ignore the variants. We're just going to go for the bog standard one. So I'm going to grab the Bergman. This is the Bergman No5. Its caliber is a 7.63 by 25mm Mauser. And this was built in the year 1897. If I can get the clip in there. There we go. Right, let's go test its accuracy. Well, my shooting anyway. $20 rounds, not bad. Chamber cleared, and at least I got it all in the center circle. So that was the Bergman No5. Just got to adjust my headset a bit because it makes it a little sharper, a little easier to read. Right, so that was the Bergman. The next one we have the Ballshot. This is a 7.63 by 25mm Ballshot cartridge magazine. I think it's a stand 10 rounds. A unique semi-auto gun that was created in 1893. This also, I believe, led on to the Walthers, but don't quote me on that. My history is just coming from memory. Right, let's pop some shots down the range. 8-round mag, and the grouping is terrible because the sights on this are just dislike the sights on this. It's nice. It's a very nice pistol. Right. So that was a Ballshot. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm butchering it, I apologise. Right. Now, I'm going to do the more modern, which one? Right, fuck it, because they're both different years, we're just going to go for this. So, this is the C96 Mauser, or the Broom Handle, or more famously known as the DL-44 from Star Wars. It's an interesting weapon. This was built in 1896, and again, it uses the 7.63 by 25mm Mauser. It's an automatic, so we're going to pop this, and it uses clips, not magazines, this variant. So this uses a stripper clip setup. Pop that in there, take that out, whack it on, and now we've got a live pistol. Ten shots, all in a circle, brilliant. Do like this gun. Right, what's next on the list? We've got the Luger LPO8, which was created in 1913, but we're going to go for the 1908 version. And this is using the 9x19mm, so this is not the first use of a 9mm, but it's the more common use, and it was most used in World War I by the German Armed Forces. Right. The unique slap my nose bolt. Yeah, my shooting's not bad, but I'm not good with the sights on this. It's a nice little pistol. It's iconic, but it's not my favourite. Right. This one, I'm going to have to go for the full setup here. This is the M712 Mauser. This is basically a broom handle, but on steroids. You need to put the stock on there. And a big stick magazine. Let's load it up. We're going to go full auto because that's what makes this gun fun. Yeah, I wasn't even trying to aim there. But, so if we grab a C96, so we've got the C96 and then we've got the M12. So, same size, it's just a bigger frame. Obviously, so it can handle the fury of bullets that come out of it. Right, so that's that one done. We're going to try and get through 2 pages today if we can. Next one, particular favourite of mine. This is the P38. Fun fact, this is the gun that Megatron turns into in G1 Transformers. For those of you that don't know, G1 means Generation 1, so we're talking about around the 80s. Right, got to pop some rounds off. Eight rounds in the centre-ish. Not bad. Do like the blowback style. Put my pack in my pile of guns there. Oh, I didn't even go through it. Right, it uses the 9x19mm and it was developed in 1938. This is an introduction, again, used by the Germans. The snub is pretty much exactly the same, except it's got a shorter barrel, as you can see. This is looking more like a conventional pistol, very Makarov-ish. But I'm probably going to get shot by the gun community for saying that. Right. Now this is a very famous weapon if you like your movies. This is the Walther PPK. Standard blowback pistol using the .380 ACP, and it was developed in 1935. Now this is not scripted and I am reading it from that there, but the fact that you can hear it, sometimes people can't actually see it, so you know, I'm just going to do the speaking part of it. This gun was made famous by James Bond, or Bond, James Bond, and considering I'm British, James Bond holds a special place in my childhood heart. Not a big fan of the newer movies, but you know, I like the older ones. Anyway, let's pop some rounds off. See what all the fuss is about. 7 rounds. Yeah, it's alright. It's probably down to my accuracy. Such a lovely gun. Very iconic. Right, next one. We have a revolver. Right, so this was developed in 1879, so we're not going in any particular date order. It's a single action revolver and the M1879 Imperial revolver from the German Imperial Forces back in the days when they were imps. Right, let's get 6 rounds. It's a typical revolver, very Schofield sort of Colt sort of setup. There we go. Knock it. Pull the hammer back. Okay. I hope this records my voice. If not, I am going to be majorly pissed, but it's not the end of the world. Right, let's pop some rounds off. 6 shots. More than enough to kill anything that moves, unless it's me shooting. Oh yeah. It's not a double action, it's a single action, so I've got to pull the hammer back every time I want to discharge the gun. Not bad shooting. Cool. Next one. Let's restart the set. Right. We're moving on to page 2. Big boys. Right. This is the tank Glock. Don't know its German designation, but it's a Gerwa. I can't pronounce Germany. Sue me. Introduced in 1918. It uses the 13 by 2mm cartridge. It's an anti-material rifle. This was used against the early introduction of tanks. It's the way you... Basically, it's the Germans' answer to the old Mark 1s and Mark 2s that saw prominent use during World War 1. And they were absolutely terrifying to the soldiers at the time. So I'm not even going to try and aim this gun, because it is just too damn big. Right. In that goes. Single shot. Actually, screw it. Let's bend down. Let's try and get a sight profile. Okay. Safety off. Oh! So close. So satisfying. Let's put this thing back. But why are you going in? Ah, it's messing up my pile. Screw it. Just gonna pop that there. Right. What have we got next? Ah. See, anyone who has played a World War II game knows this gun. Using the 7.92 by 57mm Mauser. Its introduction date is the year 1935, most famously used throughout World War II. This is the K98. Uses a 5-round stripper clip. I'm not a fan of bolt. Oh, I like bolt actions. I'm just not very good. I'm not a fan of shooting them because I'm not that good at it. But flip the safety off. Oh, I'm going to need a fresh target in a minute, I think. Cool. See, I know it's not as arcadey as most games, but Hot Dogs is just an amazing game if you're a gun enthusiast and you can't really get down to a range and stuff. And let me tell you, British laws when it comes to guns, absolutely insane. I don't know them all fully in my head to explain them properly, but essentially, we're not allowed pistols. They have to essentially be carbines. Especially revolvers, unless they're black powder revolvers. So we can legally own a Walker because it probably takes about 5 years to reload that thing in the first place, if you know what I'm talking about. Right, anyway, next gun, the Luger 1902, introduction year. 1902 is a 9x9mm. It's an automatic pistol, so I am going to go for the automatic setup. This basically uses a Walther body, no, P38 body, and then boom, boom. Now we're loaded. This is a carbine, essentially. This is essentially a legal British gun, except for the fact that it's fully automatic. Right, let's see if we can hit something. Switch to auto. Oh, this is semi-auto. Well, you get the picture. It's not the automatic, so I was wrong in that respect. But I am allowed to be wrong because I do forget things. But not bad grouping. Missed one shot. But yeah, it's an alright gun. Definitely not one I'm going to go for. Right, the Mauser Trench Carbine. We're going to go for a big magazine there. And maybe one strip of clip just for funsies. Big magazine. This is basically, if the C96 and the 1912. Let me double check. Where are you? God, there's so many guns here. No, you're down there, aren't you? The 712. This is basically if a C96 and a 712 had a love child, and well, this isn't the automatic one either. Well, it's basically a bigger brother of the C96. I thought it was the automatic one. It is not, so ignore me for that. So we're going to chuck them away. Right. Now, again, if you played any World War II game, you'll know this gun. This is considered the first assault rifle ever to exist. This is the Sturmgewehr STG-44. Uses the 7.92 by 33mm Kurz round, and it was developed in the final stages of World War II, in 1944. It was fully introduced. Uses the nice curved magazine. Now it's live and loaded. Now this gun is auto. I'm going to take 3 shots in semi, and then I'm going to do the rest in auto. So satisfying. That's such a nice weapon. Oh, the Germans really did know how to make guns. Okay, now a slightly earlier gun. This is a submachine gun, 1918 development, so it's the MP18. Standard drum mag, uses the 9x19 cartridge. You may have seen this game in You may have seen this gun in games like Battlefield, the World War I one, which is weird because this gun was introduced in the final years of World War I. This is fully automatic, so I am just going to go ham and then fully automatic this shit. Fairly accurate. Cool. Some resemblance to the later Sten gun, but you know, side loader mags are not too bad. Not my favourite personally, but they're not too bad. Right, and again, once again, if you've played any World War II game, you're going to know exactly what this gun is. Just going to pop you back in there. This is the MP40, developed in 1940, because the Germans had a habit of numbering their guns at the year that they were introduced or developed. I think. I could be talking complete bullshit, so take anything I say with a grain of salt. But before I forget, it uses the 9x19, so this is a 9mm submachine gun introduced in 1940, used by the German Reich. Not a bunch of nice people, but you got to learn from history, ain't you? Right, pop a clip down range. Helps if it was loaded. I am seriously going to need a new target now, so I think I'm going to reset the target. But you can't slap it. Not yet. We're still probably about 30-40 years away from being able to slap a gun. But yeah, let's get rid of that. Let's reset that chunky target over there. Boom. There we go. Right, next gun. And my favourite machine gun of all time. Actually, yeah, fuck it. This, as everybody knows, is an MG42, developed in you guessed it, 1942. Uses the 7.92 by 57 Mauser. It comes with a 50 round drum mag or a 200 round box mag. Now I'm going to use the 200 round box mag because this thing seriously eats up ammo like it's nothing basically. Attach that on, lift up that, put that on, lift it down, cock it. And fun fact too, this has been the basis for pretty much most sci-fi guns. Most specifically the M56 smart gun or the M36. I could be wrong again, but I can't really use this thing with two hands because the recoil is just insane. So let's just unload. Safety off. Well, clearly I hit the middle, but obviously the target points just don't quite work. Okay, so reset. Let's clear the chamber. Chamber is cleared. Oh, look at that! The fact that the spring contracts as well. Ah, such a brilliant game. Anton, you've done a wonderful job with these. And also another fun fact, Anton actually goes down to the Las Vegas gun range to shoot these guns so we can get as much of an accurate depiction as possible. I'm going to clear the guns because the lag was starting to hit. Right, almost done with the basic lists of the German Empire and the German Reich selection of weapons. Next is a big boy. This is a rocket launcher. No caliber, just a big fuck off rocket. Introduced in 1944, which is strange because this is called the Panzerschreck 54. This is loaded in the rear. Jesus, it's like I'm shoving a butt plug in something. In it goes, butt plug it in. Right. Fire. And we have no target. I better get a fresh target. Not as gonna matter. But yeah, that's the Panzerschreck. And now this thing, the Sturm pistol. Never actually seen one in the game. They probably exist in a game. This is basically a pistol grenade. Still have to cock it. It uses a Sturm grenade and it was introduced in 1944. So, oh, let's get that in. There we go. Right. So that is the German weapons from the German Reich and the German Empire. Now in the next video we are going to do the, well actually we're going to find the proper Germans, actually the Federal Republic of Germany. Now they have 4 pages of guns, so I am going to say goodbye now and I'll see you in the next video.